Well, good evening, everybody. I am glad to be back with you this evening. I am Reverend Rob Banaszak, and I am the pastor of the Institute for Spiritual Development, here once again on our Wednesday evenings for our Wednesday evening meditation. It is pretty much the kind of prototypical summer's evening outside. The crickets are loud and the air is thick and warm. And it just really brings me back to my childhood and those final days before school started, when it just seemed like it was all just becoming a memory that was just so beautiful and so rich. So I hope you have been enjoying your summer's evening, and in fact, enjoying your entire summer. And so again, this is our time to be in the stillness, to go deep within ourselves, to discover some insight about a question that we may have, or in our case, the message that we received from these beautiful cards called the Earth Magic cards. These cards have served us well over the last year, and I'm delighted to be using them again this evening. And again, I will move the cards around. I will, I hesitate to say shuffle them because I'm not really a shuffler, but I'll move them around and I'll ask you to kind of put your hands up and add your energy to them. And then I will draw so that you can see the top card, so that you know that I'm not reaching in to use my own intuition for my own card. That I'm choosing the one that is on the top, and this one is representing all of us that are here this evening, as well as those of us joining on the recorded video. If you are watching on YouTube live, please remember to, or YouTube recorded, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you can know when we are offering our services and our meditations and classes. It makes it just easier for you to get in touch with us and all that we have to offer. So it's that time. I'm excited. I haven't done this in a couple of weeks. And so let's, if you want to, you can just kind of close your eyes and send your energy, or you can hold your hands up and add them to the cards, but I'm going to move them around and see what the cards have for us today to reflect on. Feeling your energy coming through. All right. Are we ready? I think we are. Top card is, well, this is the first time we've gotten this card, guys, so I'm very excited about this. It's the Fairies card. It's the Earth Magic card. First time, so that who's ever watching now, you can know that you've been a part of the first. We oftentimes get the same card several weeks in a row or over a period of time, which is always, of course, the message in and of itself, but I like to see what else the cards have to tell us. So I'm going to take a second and put this on another camera so that you can take a look at it while I read about this particular card. So I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, I loved fairy tales. I loved anything that had to do with fairies and magic. And so this thrills me that this is our card for tonight. So let us see what our message is from the fairies about Earth magic. Fairies are nature spirits thought to be descended from the early tribes, particularly the Tuatha De Danann, who's associated with the goddess Dana, who once ruled Ireland that inhabited the British Isles. Over time, these ancient people were conquered and displaced, and they fled to areas where humans didn't venture. ultimately becoming increasingly smaller and less visible in order to better hide themselves. Fairies have assumed responsibility for the plants and trees, or standing ones. They work with earth magic to take care of these beings, and if you ask, they'll help you with your garden or yard. They also have the power of enchantment and shapeshifting. Fairies appreciate it when we show them through our actions that how that we love the earth as much as they do. Consequently, they bestow a little of their earth magic upon us. So that's the tale of the fairies, and the book says about this tale, you have the same power available to you as fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt. Do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being. So treat each other like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. Well, I think this is a delightful card to get on our late summer's evening, reminding us as the weather changes, as we approach the fall, as we reflect on the heat of the summer, the importance of the planet that we are living on. I've heard an astronaut describe the Earth when he was up in space as being, he had this revelation that the planet was in fact a spaceship. It was moving through space, carrying all of us as its passengers. That's a powerful thought. It reminds us that we're all traveling together. It reminds us that this vessel that we are on is what we have to travel with. So let's just remind ourselves this week and beyond kindly to take care of that which is sustaining us, to this beautiful Mother Earth, remembering how beautiful she can be and how much we rely on her. And regarding the fairies, I look at that card and I see her coming out of the flower. And as we meditate tonight, I invite you to really keep this card in mind. I'm going to put it up again by itself so that you can see the card if you want to kind of peek during the meditation and imagine everything that we see, all those beautiful flowers, all those beautiful trees being inhabited by and taken care of by these beautiful little luminescent beings. Maybe we can figure out how to be kinder to them and therefore kinder to our planet and kinder to each other. So I'm excited because the fairies are whimsical and yet they remind us of something so critical. And let's take a moment now to settle ourselves and think even more about them, the fairies. So you can turn off your video screen if you would like and relax. You're at home most likely, so you can lay flat if you'd like, in a position where you think you're going to stay awake, where you don't think the energy of the day might bring you down, but we can just imagine ourselves being raised up by this energy. And as always, we're going to start with our breathing. And we do that by paying attention to the breath as it enters into our bodies. So we're going to inhale through our nostrils and hold for a moment, and then exhale through our mouth. Just pay attention again. Inhale and hold. Exhale. One more deep breath. Inhale and hold and exhale. Now our breath can return to normal, natural inhaling and holding slightly and exhaling at our own pace. We're going to remain conscious of that breath for a few more seconds before we allow it to go on autopilot so that we can take our journey into the stillness to visit the fairies. So your breathing's returning to natural, inhaling and exhaling. And as always, we're going to allow the tones to guide our breath, and to guide us deeper into ourselves. Each breath and each tone drawing us in, inviting us to be curious about ourselves. Curious about what we might discover about our essence. Every breath draws us deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. More and more relaxed. And as these tones fade, we allow our breath to take over our anchoring here on the earth plane so that we can now travel to see our deepest self and all the fairies that are caring for us and our earth around us. And I'm inviting everyone now to think of a special place in nature, on the earth, an outdoor space that now or at any time of our life we consider special or meaningful or sacred. It might be our favorite beach as we were growing up, or a place in the mountains, or a meadow. Or even a snow-capped ski slope. Maybe it's the rapids. We are rafting. It's our spot, our favorite spot in nature. And once you have that spot emblazoned in your essence, I invite everyone to begin thinking of that spot, remembering it with all of your senses. How it feels on your skin, or the sounds that are associated with it. What we can see with our eyes. Whatever we remember, let's take a few minutes to bring that memory to the surface of our essence. Where we can enjoy our own respective spots together in this collective consciousness. Feel it becoming more and more vivid. More and more clear. Now that we've immersed ourselves in this sense memory, let's have some fun. Let's imagine this space such clarity, with such reality. Now let's allow our creativity to bubble to the surface as we, in our own mind's eye, begin to see in this space begin to appear the fairies that govern this space, that care for it, that live there, that protect it and us. What do we see as these fairies appear? Have fun. If we're at the beach, maybe we have the sand fairies and the sea fairies and the cloud fairies. Maybe there's just one group of fairies or tribe of fairies that governs our mountain spot or our garden. Really see these delightful creatures, these caretakers and caregivers, see them before you, make themselves visible. And now that they're visible to us, the fairies have brought to each of us a message about this space, a message about this place in our hearts, a message about preserving this space in our minds, in our hearts, and in the world. They're asking us to care about them and about this space that is so special in our minds and hearts. Maybe it's rethinking of this memory. Maybe it's returning to this place. Maybe that's the sign. Maybe the memory here holds an answer to a question that we have sought for some time. But let's just let this space, this memory, and the fairies speak to us. Now that they've revealed themselves, what are they telling us? And again, allow the tones to let you drift where you need to go here in the stillness that we are sharing together. We are relaxed, we are engulfed, we are immersed in this beautiful memory together. This memory about the nature that we live in, that we've experienced. That has given us life. That has given us insight and beauty. And thanks to the fairies, magic. Our stillness tonight, on this warm summer's evening, where we've taken a journey to our most sacred nature space. Is one that reminds us of our connectedness, our unity with all living things, including our Mother Earth, a living being unto herself. Maybe our question tonight was about something very, very personal, very intimate. But the fairies have told us tonight that the answers for some of our deepest personal questions can be found in our collective consciousness, in our unity, and in our Mother Earth. So let's just take a moment with our beautiful imagined fairies in the silence briefly to say thank you to the fairies for caring for our sacred nature space, for our earth, for our home. And thank you to Mother Earth for giving us life, even when we so often forget to give that life back to her. Let us thank her. O fairies who care and Mother Earth who sustains. Our gratitude is boundless tonight in the stillness as we discover through our own memories, through our own connection to you, our unity with one another. We thank you for being here with us, sustaining us, and giving us the life and inspiration and beauty to move forward in our own lives and in our lives together. And so it is. So let's bid ourselves goodbye to the fairies who have joined us in our imagination. Maybe they're waving their little wands, smiling, laughing, giggling. We've had some fun with them this evening, and they've had fun with us. And let's watch them just fade into the landscape or earthscape that we saw them appear from. And we take one last long look in our mind's eye of this sacred memory space that we cherish even more than ever. Because of the gift that it has given us this evening. And as the memory and visual fades into our own consciousness, we once again become aware of our breath, entering our body through our nose, and as it pauses and fills and strengthens and nourishes us, and then exits our body through our mouth. There it is, inhaling and exhaling, the autopilot that has kept us safe and alive through our journey this evening. Inhaling and exhaling. inhaling and exhaling. And as we take this breath, our physical selves begin to return to this space. We sense our feet and our calves and our thighs and our hips and waist and our torso and our chest and shoulders and our arms and our hands, all the way out to our fingertips, slowly returning. Up through our neck and our chin and our lips and our nose and cheeks and eyes, all returning healthy, strong, pain-free. Our brow and our forehead and our crown, which is our gateway to our spirit self. How was that journey for you? Did you see the fairies? What did they tell you? I thought it'd be fun to do something imaginative and creative, and I'm thinking maybe if it was clear enough in your mind, you could write down some of your thoughts, some of the images, some of the senses that you felt while you were in this space. Saying hello to the fairies, saying hello to this memory, this experience of nature that has been a part of your life, and that now can be an even bigger part of your life as you can return to it to receive the insight and information that you need from Mother Earth herself. So I'm excited about getting out there for a few more moments this evening in our summertime heat, and I invite you to do the same or to relax and reflect. And I'm so delighted you are here this evening. ISD is going through a lot of changes, and I've just gotten back from vacation and catching up on a lot of those changes. So I do invite you all to continue to, first of all, join us for Sunday service, which happens every week. Right now it's happening online, and we will have one this coming Sunday at 11 a.m. Check our website for the link. I will be the celebrant this week, so you'll see more of me. I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. I'm glad to be back. And as we begin to regroup and redefine and reimagine ourselves, we invite you to be part of that process every step of the way. So join us, submit your comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, and keep us informed of the things that you want to see or that you are interested in experiencing spiritually and as a spiritual community. And so with that, I will say good night to everyone, and I will look forward to seeing you again very soon at one of our wonderful ISD events. See you later.